Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a head-to-head comparison between two of the most exciting scooters in the market right now, both with strong character. The Honda ADV 160 ABS and the Yamaha Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate. Of these two big scooters, the Honda ADV 160 ABS was launched first. The ADV 160 was launched in Jakarta, Indonesia on July 1st, 2022. Meanwhile, the Yamaha Aerox Alpha Turbo was launched in Indonesia 2 years later on December 18th, 2024. Both bikes bring strong personalities to the table. The ADV 160 ABS comes with that adventure DNA, while the Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate screams sporty performance. But which one is the better choice for you? That's exactly what we're going to find out today. The Honda ADV 160 comes in two variants: ABS, anti-lock braking system, and CBS, combined brake system. In this comparison, the ADV 160 used is the ABS type, which is the best version. On the other hand, the Aerox Alpha has four variants: Standard, Cyber City, Turbo, and Turbo Ultimate. In this comparison, the type chosen is Turbo Ultimate, which is the highest type. The ADV 160 is priced at 40,311,000 Indonesia rupiahs, and the Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate is priced at 41,730,000 Indonesia rupiahs. We'll break down the comparison into four key aspects: design, performance, riding comfort, and features. Stay tuned until the end, because I'll also give you my final verdict on which scooter truly deserves your money. Let's dive in. ADV 160 ABS type has four color variants: Tough Matte Brown, Tough Matte Red, Tough Matte Black, and Tough Matte White. The Honda ADV 160 ABS is clearly inspired by adventure bikes. You get sharp, rugged bodywork, a tall stance, and dual-purpose tires. It has that mini adventure tourer vibe that makes it look ready to tackle both city streets and light off-road trails. Now, let's talk about Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate. This scooter only comes in one color: matte dark gray. The Yamaha Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate takes a completely different approach. It's aggressive, low-slung, and aerodynamic. The lines are sharper, the front fascia is sportier, and the turbo-inspired accents give it a futuristic performance look. So if you want something that looks adventurous and versatile, the ADV 160 is your guy. But if you want something that looks like a sports bike in scooter form, the Aerox Alpha Turbo is definitely the flashier one. Honda ADV 160 ABS type. Engine type: single-cylinder, liquid-cooled, SOHC, for stroke, for valve, ESP+. Displacement: 156.9 cc. Compression ratio: 12:1. Max power: 11.8 kilowatts at 8,500 RPM. Max torque: 14.7 Newton meters at 6,500 RPM. Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate. Engine type: single-cylinder, liquid-cooled, VVA, for stroke, for valve, SHC plus YCVT. Displacement: 155.09 cc. Compression ratio: 11.6:1. Max power: 11.3 kilowatts at 8,000 RPM. Max torque: 14.2 Newton meters at 6,500 RPM. The ADV 160 engine is smooth, reliable, and efficient, perfect for daily commuting with some occasional weekend touring. The ADV 160 focused on urban adventures, Features an ECU setting that prioritizes responsiveness and torque at low and high revs, as well as durability for everyday use. These settings result in the ADV 160's fuel efficiency. Based on WMTC mode Euro 3, the ADV 160's fuel efficiency is around 45 km per liter. But the Yamaha Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate is a whole different beast. With YCVT technology, optimal acceleration and deceleration are created, as well as more responsive and efficient performance because the electronic components regulate the ratio automatically. With this setting, the Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate's fuel consumption is around 40 km per liter. In real-world terms, the ADV 160 is about versatility and smooth riding, while the Aerox Alpha Turbo leans heavily towards performance and excitement. The ADV 160 offers a comfortable riding position. The legs can be bent or straightened. This scooter uses a tapered handlebar type. Besides looking dashing, it also provides better handling control. The ADV boasts a very comfortable suspension. In fact, the ADV 160 is one of the scooters with the most comfortable suspension in its class. Meanwhile, the Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate prioritizes sporty handling. Its suspension is firmer, and the riding position is slightly leaned forward. That's great for aggressive riding and cornering, but on rough city roads, it won't be as forgiving as the ADV. The leg position cannot be stretched out. So, if comfort and versatility are your priority, the ADV 160 wins here. If you want sharper handling and don't mind a firmer ride, the Aerox Alpha Turbo is your match. Panel meter. Panel meter on the ADV 160 has a negative display. Navigation buttons are close to the panel meter. There is ambient temperature information. Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate also uses a negative display. It has many functions, such as phone or message notifications, last parking information, music player, weather information, Google Maps turn-by-turn navigation. The navigation buttons are located on the left handlebar area. Windshield. ADV 160 has a tall and adjustable windshield. It has hole for air circulation. The Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate does not have a functional windshield. Luggage. The ADV 160 has a luggage storage capacity of 30 liters. The Aerox Alpha Turbo's luggage capacity is 24.5 liters. Fuel tank. The fuel tank capacity of the ADV 160 is 8.1 liters. There is a place to put the cap. Meanwhile, the Aerox Alpha Turbo has a fuel capacity of 5.5 liters. Smart key system. For ADV, it is in the right area. It has an alarm function. Get 2 remote keys. On Aerox Alpha Turbo, it is located in the right area too. Only get 1 remote key. ABS or anti-lock braking system. The ADV 160 ABS and Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate both support one-channel ABS on the front wheel. Traction control. The ADV 160 has this feature known as HSDC, which is Honda's Selectable Torque Control. Meanwhile, on the Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate, this feature is known as TCS, Traction Control System. Automatic start. On the ADV 160, it is called ISS, Idling Stop System, located on the right handlebar. On the Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate, it is called SSS, Stop and Start System, and it is also located on the right handlebar. Lighting system. The ADV 160 and the Aerox Alpha Turbo both use LED lights. ESS, emergency stop signal. The ADV 160 and the Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate both support ESS. Both rear turn signals will flash rapidly when the brakes are suddenly applied. Power outlet. The ADV 160 ABS and Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate both have a USB Type-A electric power socket. Tire type. ADV 160 uses tubeless tires and semi-dual purpose. Dual-purpose tires allow riders to explore smooth city streets as well as dirt or rocky roads without the need to change tires. The Aerox Alpha Turbo also uses tubeless tires, standard for urban roads. Transmission system. The ADV 160 ABS uses a conventional CVT. Meanwhile, the Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate uses YCVT, Yamaha Electric CVT. So, it has advantages in terms of responsiveness and ease of adjustment. The ADV 160 is designed for touring or adventure with the support of a large fuel tank, adjustable windshield, large luggage, and semi-dual purpose tires. The Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate, however, feels more tech-oriented with that smartphone integration and sporty emphasis. So, after looking at design, performance, riding comfort, and features, here's the verdict. Choose the Honda ADV 160 ABS if you want a scooter that's versatile, comfortable, practical for city use, and ready for weekend adventures. It's the all-rounder. Choose the Yamaha Aerox Alpha Turbo Ultimate if you want performance, sporty looks, and the thrill of riding something that feels more like a sport bike than a scooter. At the end of the day, it all comes down to your riding style and personal taste. Both scooters are excellent, but they serve very different purposes. Which one would you go for? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motorcycle comparisons and reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.